Hey kids,
Hey, Dad!
what do you want to do today?
We don't know!
Want to go to the movies?
No!
Want to go to the water park?
No!
Want to go play disc golf?
Yeah! Let's go play disc golf!
Hey everybody, welcome back to RC Disc Golf Podcast. With me today, I got a good friend of mine, Isaac.
How you doing?
Honestly, I don't know your last name.
Millette
Millette.
Lloyd. Millette Lloyd.
Really good friend of mine, guys. Don't know his last name. Now, we played quite a few rounds together throughout the last season, I think.
Yeah, we did that one out at Bond Lake where it was just the two of us. That was fun that one morning.
Yep, nice casual round. That was great.
Couple tournaments together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always out there doing it. This year, you're hosting your own event that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, first time ever I get to play the TD role, and it's been an experience.
Yeah, we'll get into that, but let me see here. So, how do I want to do this? All right, yeah, well, okay, let's just get into it then. So this is a charity event.
Yep.
Southtown Bark Park presents Throw a Dog a Bone Disc Golf Tournament.
Yeah, we're running an event. I was approached actually in the middle of playing the Griffin last year. It was actually my wife's idea. She texted me in the middle of my round. It was like, hey, would we be able to run a disc golf tournament to help raise money for this new dog park that they want to put in Springville? And I don't see why not. I'll talk to some people and see if we can make it happen. And we crunched some numbers. We figured out some cool things. And here we are, trying to raise as much money for this dog park as we can by throwing frisbees.
So was this a stranger that approached you?
It was actually...
Or another disc golfer?
So there's a board of directors for the Southtown's Bark Park.
Okay.
And my wife has been very heavily involved in doing things with them. They run a meat raffle every year. They did an event in Springville the day that the Griffin was, and it was someone talked to her and was like, hey, how else can we raise money for it? And she came up with the idea for a tournament. And I said, sure, why not? Sounds like fun. Didn't realize how much would go into it, but...
So it's going to be at the Concord Community Park. So the Griffin disc golf course, if anybody knows it. I love this course. It's one of my favorites around here.
It is my favorite. I mean, I live in Orchard Park, and it's a 25-minute drive. I claim this is my home course over Chestnut Ridge.
Okay,
so.
Yeah, I would too, definitely. I haven't been to Chestnut in a long time either. I don't know, is it as well maintained anymore? I don't remember.
It's still maintained, but you'll still find, like, cans and trash.
Yeah.
Chestnut is where people go when they're first starting, and they don't care about the sport, and they don't care about cleaning up after themselves.
Yeah, I think that's one of the first places I played, too, when I started out. Because I think it's parred, like, so weird. Like, really easy par fives.
They've changed things now that there's one par 4 and everything else is a par 3.
Perfect.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, because I would go there in a huge ego trip. I'm like, oh, I'm 7 under? This is awesome.
Well, it's funny. I told myself 3 years ago that I would start entering tournaments when I shot 18 under at Chestnut Ridge.
Okay.
And I went out in my first round of the year. I shot 18 under on the old pars at Chestnut Ridge. And I said, oh, okay, I guess it's time to do this.
Yep, there you go. That'll work out. So, little things about this event. Let's add what else we got going on. So you got...
So there's going to be a 50-50 raffle afterwards.
Okay.
There's going to be a raffle for a ton of prizes. We've had amazing community support for this. Spartan has donated some things. They're going to be donating more. We have a Scott Stokely signed disc. Blue Dog Disc Golf has donated a full-size basket that we're going to be raffling off. I have an all-metal mini basket that we're going to be raffling off. I actually reached out to Nate Sexton on Facebook. Shout out to the man himself. And he sent me a signed Mako 3 that we're going to be auctioning off. Gorgeous disc. So,
yeah, that's amazing.
There's actually also during the lunch break, we have a local rescue coming in and doing a meet and greet with a bunch of dogs. So it's trying to keep things very heavily focused on the dogs and the animals because we all love dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dogs and frisbees just kind of go together. So
yeah, mine got a hold of one of my what was it? One of my Discraft mid-ranges, Z-Flex. Now I forget what it is. Oh well, not important.
I've been
it's gone. It's got a big chunk ripped out of it.
I've been training mine to spot for me. So
oh, that's good. That'd be a good help, especially in the woods.
And she'll run. Be like, okay, find my disc, and she'll run. And say, it's right here.
That'd be great.
Perfect.
Yeah, mine wouldn't do that. She'll lose it, or she'll just tear it apart. But it's okay. Still love her. So, okay, other than doing this tournament, which is absolutely fantastic, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. So, how has she been doing throughout your year?
I had my first podium finish this year, which was exciting. I finished third at the Squala at Bond. I was, I'm going to say, 3 strokes out of third going into the second round, and charged back from the chase card on the second round to make up those strokes and finish in third place. So that was exciting. I did had a third place finish at the doubles event up at Hawks Landing. Got my first piece of disc golf hardware, which was exciting too.
That's cool.
So it's always a big step when you get to bring home that first trophy, and you're like, "Hey, look, I can actually do this."
The only trophy I have is a doubles thing for fun, and
well, I mean, this event that I'm holding, we're having trophies for first, second, and third place in all divisions. So
that's awesome. So I can't wait to be out for this new season. We got a lot of new things going on.
Yeah, it's going to be. I'm excited. I can't wait for the snow to melt. Not that I haven't already been out there playing.
Yeah, you played today. How'd that go?
I don't play as well in the snow as I play when there's not snow. But I had an okay round. I picked up some birdies, picked up some bogeys, picked up some double bogeys because I was hitting a lot of trees. But
that'll do it. Yep. How's the conditions at Ellicott Creek Park today?
It's not bad. There's a little bit of powder. There's some holes where you can really kind of have a disc slide under snow, but I was one of the first people out there since it snowed, so it was really easy to find the disc marks and not to lose discs.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I don't really play in the snow is because I don't want to lose anything. Plus, 2, if I'm on a crappy tee pad and I lose my footing, I don't really feel like falling.
Right,
hurting myself. I'm at the age where I don't want to be doing that.
I've torn my ACL twice. I've cracked the inside of my kneecap. I'm like, okay, we're gonna just slow things down a little bit.
All by playing disc golf?
No.
I was gonna say it's a dangerous sport, guys.
I was a soccer player I was a goalie for 30 plus years.
Oh, okay,
so
that'll do it. Yep. So we already talked about the Griffin. You saying that being like your favorite course around here?
Easily.
Do you have a least favorite then?
That's hard because I like playing enough that I'll get out no matter where it is.
Okay.
Chestnut's probably one of my least favorite. Just one of the reasons just I've played it a million times.
Yeah, that could do it. I guess. I've getting a little bored. Maybe.
Played it so much because it was the first course I really played, and I played it nonstop for 5 or 6 years, and then really started to discover what some of these other courses are. And I'm like, this forces me to get so much better at this sport because you really have to throw all kinds of shots instead of just throwing the same thing every time.
Yeah. I don't think I really have a least either, other than maybe like some of the 9 holes around here.
Right.
Just because it's
I mean, Pine Woods after getting cut from 18 to 12 isn't the same as it used to be, which is disappointing. But
especially because a lot of the better holes were the ones that were back in the woods.
In the woods, yep.
But I still go there a lot just because it's literally down the road.
Right down the road from you,
and it's just a good way to practice, I think.
Oh, yeah. It's a great little pitch and putt course.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a perfect beginner course.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I love it is I practice my upshots there.
Yep.
So I treat almost, not everything as a par 2, but like a lot of them I would. There's a few of them that are like hole 2 and hole 4.
The super long ones.
Yeah. I still have a hard time birdieing those as it is.
Yeah.
With a driver. So, but everything else is pretty much mid-range and putter throws.
Yep.
And you just really work on doing that. So do you prefer more of like a heavily wooded type of course then?
I love technical golf.
Yeah.
I don't have 350, 400 feet of power.
No, neither do I.
I'm pushing 40, so I've pretty much consigned myself to the fact that I'm never going to have 350 to 400 feet of power.
Well, you never know. But still sneak one in there every now and then. I think I broke 320 this past year.
And my longest throw was I threw 500 feet at Bond.
Yeah, going downhill.
Off the top of the hill, but I threw it all the way over an almost black aced hole 1.
Oh wow,
So
that's huge.
yeah, it still took a 5 on the hole because then I had to throw back across the flat land to get to the basket.
Yeah,
So
that's a huge throw. That's insane. I think I've only thrown off the top of on blues on hole 6 at Bond, maybe like once or twice.
that was actually the first round of the Squalla where I did that.
Nice. Did you have to play from up there during Squalla?
Yep, yeah, we played from
Oh,
the blues.
did I not play Squalla last year?
I don't think so. Josh ended up winning that one.
Oh, then yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, we played from the blues on that and on the short little peninsula green one. 15? 15? Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
15.
no, it's 16, isn't it?
16? Might be 16. But that little short peninsula one, we played from the blues on that one too. So
I've always wondered how I would play if I played blues at these courses.
I look at places like Emory and how long that is from the goals, and they're like, oh, I want to try this at some point, and then I watch other people do it, and I'm just, nah.
Yeah. If you could throw over 400 feet, then yeah,
Right.
go for it.
But there are times where it's like, oh, I want to go to JD and play a putter only round from the red tees,
Yeah, okay.
and just to get better with like the putters and the things 5 speed or lower.
Hmm.
That's why I really was enjoying the Five Below League that they have at Ellicott Creek, because you
Yes.
really have to get used to throwing those approach discs.
Yeah, I did that. I did Five Below last year, and the first day I went out, I actually ended up winning that.
Nice.
So that was nice. I just had a really good day, and then I learned a lot about my discs. I learned about how I can actually throw these mid ranges pretty far and accurate. So I learned that. It was a nice dry day too,
Oh yeah,
and
that always helps.
one of them that hooligan flip that I have.
Okay.
That one is very flippy. So
Oh yeah.
I was rolling that around a lot.
Okay.
So a couple of the really long holes, I would just throw a roller with that.
I have a super lightweight G-Star Mamba that I throw as a roller
Yeah.
disc. That's like 158 or something like that.
Wow. Yeah, super light.
And
I
then-
got a couple light overstables. That's about it for just like getting out of the woods real quick.
Yep.
Because you just need a little flick of the wrist to get them out of there. I don't know. I mean, everybody sleeps on throwing rollers. I like it.
It's fun when you can actually get them to do what
Yes.
you want them to do.
Yes, that's when it makes it fun. But even trying them out, seeing where
it's-
it might go.
Trying all sorts of different shots is fun. Like the guy I played with this morning has a horseshoe approach shot in his bag where he just brings
Interesting.
it down next to his. He's a lefty, so he'll bring it down next to his left leg and just kind of flick it towards the basket, and it'll rise. And he got so much power on it, it's ridiculous.
That is interesting.
And it's just a cool shot to see.
I was gonna say like actual horseshoe, like he just like
Yep. Just
lobs it. No,
straight-
like lobs it.
Oh
up and
no, it
flicks
doesn't lob it. Just starts from straight down next to his knee and just flicks it forward.
Never seen that one.
Yeah, and it's so cool watching it fly because it does things that other throws don't.
Yeah, that's insane. Let me get rid of that pop-up window real quick. Oh, let me see. I do have a list of questions here. Favorite course, did that one. Okay, so you've been on the podium a few times with this past season. Is there anything mentally going on in your head when you're playing these types of rounds versus like a really bad round or one where you're having a hot round and
So
moving up?
with me, I've noticed when I have a hot round, it's just me out there just doing my thing, having a good time playing
Yeah.
with people.
Okay.
If I get out and I'm looking at scorecards and like, okay, I need to do this to catch up. I need to do this to catch up. I need to do this to keep playing well. It's not the same. I need to go out with that mentality of, hey, I'm just having a couple fun rounds with my friends, meeting new people, throwing discs, just having a good time instead of going out with the mentality of, hey, I want to try and win this. I'm going to try and push. I need to keep that laid back mentality in order to play well.
Yeah, I think I've noticed that too, because I've been putting a lot of stress on me this last season, trying
Yep.
to do better and really go after it, and it didn't work out at all.
Now that's not to say I haven't been doing a million different things to tweak my form here and there to get better. But
True.
It's a lot of the mental game for me is more, hey, let's just relax, slow things down. It's slowing things down has been huge, and had a friend videotape me for the first time ever 2 years ago, and I was just starting to work on the backhand. I threw nothing but forehands for the first 10 years I played.
Okay.
And I noticed so many things I was doing wrong. When I first started throwing backhands, I was X-stepping backwards.
Oh, okay.
I was closing my hips instead of opening my hips. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh, so this is what I need to fix. And I fix it, and extra 100 feet.
Yeah, there you go.
And then just little things that people point out to me. It's like, hey, just try and keep your foot angled back a little bit more. Try and step a little bit wider. And every time I put those into effect, I can just see it instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what amazes me about this game is how quickly you can see the adjustments that you make actually improve your game.
Yeah, just the little tweaks. Like what I did this late year, I moved my thumb from the edge of the disc inward now.
Yep.
So now I'm more on the plate of the disc instead of on the rim of it. And just the stability I get now off of my throws is huge.
You don't have that wobble at all.
Yeah, I get a great snap coming off my backhand now with it. And it's like, this is insane. It's actually going where I want it to go. I'm not turning it over.
Right.
Unless I, really mess up. But I'm having a lot more success now that I have just that one little tweak of the thumb.
Yep.
So, yeah, little stuff like that is just crazy.
And consistency. It's like you go out and you want the same mindset every time you go out. And it's, I find that like when I make a bad throw, I let it get in my head too much sometimes. I used to, at least. I'm trying not to as much anymore, but
I think I do too.
Hit the first tree off the tee, and it's, oh crap! Now I really need to push to get back. And it's like, no, I can just throw a nice shot, take par, and be happy with it, and move on.
Mm-hmm.
Par is good. Birdies will come. And I'll say that to myself 20 times during a round.
Yeah, that's exactly how I am too. Because I'll hit early tree or throw it into the brush, and then I'll stress myself out about it. Guess what? Second shot is going to be just as bad now.
Yep.
And now I'm going for bogey. Yeah, I've done that so many times too. It's not fun. So you got were you there at Spartan when Stokely came in?
I was not. I missed it. I
was so upset when I saw that.
So was I. I saw that he played Hawks, and I'm like,
yeah,
that's like 15 minutes from my house.
Spartan's so close to me too. Yeah, I wasn't there.
No, that was one of the things that they donated was a Stokely signed disc.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you're talking Nate Sexton as well. So it's like, is there any pros that you like learn from more, or any other ones that you like better than? Like inspired. They're like, how do I want to say this? Mentor wise.
Sexton and Big Germ.
Okay.
Watching Big Germ throw forehands has just the smoothness of his forehand really impacted my forehand game. And same thing with Sexton, because those are the two guys who probably throw some of the most forehands on tour, I would think.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you got your younger guys obviously doing it too, but not like.
Yeah, and I don't have the flexibility of a Gannon, so
right.
I look at Big Germ, and he's 1 year older than me, and he's still out there bombing things, and his mechanics are so cool to watch because he just pushes straight through the disc on forehands and just drives things out there. It's amazing to watch.
And he just went to MVP this year, right?
Yeah, he did. He's putting with pixels, which is what I putt with.
Nice.
I don't do it nearly as well as he does, but.
So if you could have, let's say, like a private lesson from anybody on Pro Tour, which one would it be? Big Germ would be the one?
Yeah, he just seems like the kind of personality where we would just be laughing about everything.
He does seem like a really fun guy to hang out with, for sure. I think I would have a good time playing around with him as well. Other than that, I think the other ones I would want to do would be some lefty out there.
Ricky wouldn't be a bad choice, just because he has so much knowledge of the game. And the obvious answer is Macbeth, just to pick his mind.
Yeah, I would like to learn their mental games for sure. The best one right now that I've started taking into effect is Ken Climo's little mantra there. Just play the course, beat the course.
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to try to put into effect really this year. Not really worry about what anybody else is doing, either on my card or off the cards. Just play the course. And
get out there and play your game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what we're working into doing this year. So, like, what's your favorite, I guess, part of playing, whether competing or casual otherwise, and like what would be like your least favorite part about this game?
Uh, Honestly, I love the competitive nature to it, and that's not necessarily like being competitive against other people. Even
Hmm.
if I'm just out by myself, just playing a practice round, I'm keeping score on UDisc because I want to know if I did better than I did before.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, I played soccer. I was a goalie for 30 plus years. And then I was forced to stop because of injuries.
Yeah.
And it's this really keeps that competitive drive going for me, even if it's just against myself. Being able to push myself to constantly do better. And there's nothing better than just being out in the woods and throwing discs. And
Hmm.
the flight of a perfectly thrown frisbee is one of the most beautiful things to watch, in
Dude,
my
when
opinion.
you get one that's like in a tight technical wooded course too, and you're sneaking it through these
And you just
small
pure
gaps,
the fairway,
it's
and
so fun.
uh,
I can't wait to get back out there in the springtime, man.
and it's and then there's like the insane feeling, like the biggest adrenaline rush I've ever had. I have one sanctioned ace, uh,
Oh,
and that was at the Griffin 2 years ago on our CTP hole.
wow.
And I sneaked it through a tiny gap, banked it off of a tree, and straight into the basket.
That's
And
fantastic.
it was the biggest adrenaline rush ever, most dopamine I've had flowing through my body in a long. My wife might kill me, but since my wedding, so
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I have yet to get anything during an actual event. Like anytime I get a CTP, somebody always gets in front of me. Um, Ace wise, I think I hit the cage during one event a couple years ago at Outwater Hole 7, just downhill.
yep,
Nice little hyzer for me as a lefty backhand,
yep.
and I hit the cage. I think.
I had I aced hole 2 at Ellicott Creek warming up for the Tuesday night league.
Oh wow! Actually, that happened to my buddy Anthony once at the Griffin Open a couple years ago.
Yep.
Hole 17, he aced while we were warming up. So that was a big bummer.
Yep. Yeah, mine was on I got hole 7, which is that super tight one, super tight
Yeah. Okay.
160 dead straight with the 2 foot gap that you have to hit to get to the
Hmm.
basket.
I just like to make it to the basket on those ones.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a small gap right there. So that's great. So if you're competing, let's switch this up a little bit. So you're in the zone, you're having a good day, you're having fun out there, and say somebody on your card is not. They're stressing out, they're having maybe throwing a little bit of a fit because they're just throwing bad throw, bad throw, bad throw. Does that have an effect on you at any time?
At that point, I honestly try and just tone them out.
Okay.
It's if I'm out there and I have a great card
Hmm.
and everyone's having a good time.
Which is the majority, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
There's very any rare time like I have somebody throwing a fit on a card. We usually all,
everyone's usually pretty chill, but occasionally you get
yeah.
that person who's like, "Oh, I missed this 10 foot putt and I'm beating myself up over it." I try and tone them out. I try not to let other people's
Hmm.
opinions affect me as much.
Hmm.
Um, and I play to my game. It's
Yeah.
yeah, you're having a bad round, but okay, if I can make this 15, 20 foot putt, I'm feeling good about myself, and that's all I
Hmm.
care about.
I do feel bad a little bit though, because it's like they're having a bad round, they keep throwing a bad drive or whatever. It's like I want to say something, because everyone throws a drive, and everyone's like, oh, nice shot, oh, good up,
Yep.
good bid on that one. It's like, but you know
Occasionally,
that
it's just
it's
like,
like,
okay, you got unlucky. It happens. Focus on
yeah,
the next one.
yeah,
That's
it's tough to try to pull somebody out of a funk when they're in one like that.
it's like a lot of it has to be like it's like the Bills' next man up philosophy. Someone gets hurt, it's the next man in. You throw a bad shot, you have to focus on the next one. Don't focus on the shot you
Oh,
just threw.
that's a good way to look at that. I like that. Good job, man. That's gonna go in my little playbook now. Next man up. I like that. Um, yeah, Jeremy said that to me last year too. It's like don't really focus on the bad thing. It's like how do you get out of that now?
Yep. Yeah, you made a bad shot. It happens.
Yeah.
Everyone does. I was just watching
Hmm.
the Savannah Open, and the guy grip locked something into trees 20 feet off the tee. I'm like,
Ooh.
it happens. It happens to everyone. It happens to the best players in the world. You just
Mm-hmm.
have to focus on the next shot, getting out of trouble, and moving forward from that.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't wait, man. It's gonna be fun this year. So there's this event. By the way, guys, it's gonna be Saturday, April 26th. I want to put up the disc golf scene link. You guys can go on. If you didn't see it, I'll have it up there for you as well, so you can go and sign up for this. Is this gonna be your one and done type of event? Are we gonna maybe try to get other more under your
We're
belt?
hoping that if we can fill it up, we're hoping to start running it once a year.
Okay.
And if right now we're capped at 72, if there's enough interest, I'll add a temporary hole and we'll go up to 76.
Okay.
I'm hoping to attract enough attention that maybe next year we can move it to a 2-day event and
Okay.
bring in twice the amount of people, because it's, like I said, it's all about the dogs. The more people who play, the more money goes to the dogs, and we want all the money. We want as much money as possible for the dogs.
Yeah.
So
This is just to build them a park, right?
yep,
That's what this one is. Yeah. That'd be
yeah,
great.
we're building a new dog park at Spraguebrook Park. As of right now, the closest dog park to Springville is all the way in Hamburg.
Oh wow.
So that's a bit of a drive for people who are out there. So this will give them an opportunity to have a place where their dogs can go and get some exercise and get some running and have some fun, just like we do when we're out on the course. So,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I don't take my dog to dog park. I have a decent yard she can run around in. I think it's a little too late for socializing with her. I don't know how she's gonna react.
I have two, and one of mine is way too overprotective of the other
Yeah.
one. But
I
my
think
younger
if-
one goes and has play dates and loves it.
Yeah, I think if I would have like had her go there as more of a puppy around other dogs, kind of condition her a little bit more into that. Maybe we could do more things and have her around more. But I mean, just with meeting new people,
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw her. Yeah, she's just jumping all over the place. She's
Excited.
super excited.
She's excited. How old
Yes.
is she?
3,
Oh.
around there.
We'll have to might have to get my 2-year-old out and meet her at some point, because I think they'd have a blast together.
Maybe she likes going to the courses, and my daughter now is getting a little bit better with holding the leash. So we did that the one year, not the 1 year, sorry, the one day last year. I was at my cabin with the family, which is down by Springville. It's
Okay.
in Franklinville there.
Yep.
So on my way home, I like to stop at the Griffin and do a round on my way home from the cabin
Yeah.
every year. So I had the whole family with me. We had the dog. I was like, let's just stop anyways. Let's test this out and see how it is. So I had my daughter holding the leash with the dog as I threw, and she started actually walking her around and everything, and was handling her pretty well. She wasn't like pulling or nothing. I was like, that's what I was worried about, her fixating on squirrel or anything else in the woods
And
there.
just being gone. Yeah.
Yeah, and then taking off and dragging my daughter behind her, because she can definitely do that. She's definitely strong enough. But that didn't happen. It was actually worked out pretty well, and
Yeah.
I actually played very well. I finished 4 under that day, and
That's a good score for that
I
course
was
too.
very happy with myself. So actually, the last few times I went to the Griffin, it's been 4 under pretty consistently.
I've been shooting under par there fairly consistently lately too.
Yeah.
So I think I shot -8 one of the times earlier this year and was
Mhm.
absolutely over the moon with myself.
I mean, the one that I would love to birdie, I think it's the longest hole there. Like, what is it, hole
Hole
3?
three, yeah,
Yeah.
the 420-foot par 3.
I would love to get it up there, but even to get it just past the baseball fields.
Yep.
So,
I've
somewhere.
slowly been pushing mine past second base out into the open there.
I'm getting
and
mine to second base. Yeah, the one that's not fenced in. The
the little one off to the right.
Yeah.
There, yep.
yeah, I'm getting to second base now, but it's
Yeah.
all right. That's not a bad shot. It's
No.
actually a good place to be. A nice easy up shot from there.
Yep.
But
Takes a good pull to get all the way there.
oh yeah, but it's a wide open shot. It's definitely fun to really rip one down there. Do they have those baseball fields out of bounds? I don't remember.
Anything inside the fences is out of bounds.
Okay.
So, like hole 3, you have the field with the outfield fence on the left. That's
Mhm.
out of bounds.
Yep.
Hole 4, you have the field on the left. That's out of bounds, and the fence on the right. That's out of bounds.
Okay.
If I get a temporary
Yep.
hole set up, it's going to be in between the 2 fields that are on that right hand side, past hole 4. So
Oh, where that one used to be?
Yeah.
By the scoreboard.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna have
I
a
liked that hole.
little basket set up there, right in between all those poles, and have the tee box be back kind of by the dugouts, and yeah,
Okay.
have it almost like an island that you actually have to drop it in between the two baseball diamonds there. So
All right. I actually don't mind that idea. That'd be
yeah,
pretty fun too. Maybe just do that one as a extra CTP hole.
yeah.
That would be fun. All right, man. I don't know if I have anything else. You got any questions for me?
When's the next time you and I can get out and play around?
To be honest with you, I want the snow to be gone.
you and me both. But
Other than that, I don't. Whenever I'm available.
yeah.
I don't know where I want to go though. Too.
I played Wilson for the first time
I
last
love
year.
Wilson. I
The
don't know
course
why,
was
but I
beautiful.
love Wilson.
Course was fun.
It's a very fun course to be at. I mean, kind of sucks in springtime with how wet it gets because it's pretty bad once you get to like hole 5, 6, 7, 8.
Shorewinds is another fun one. Up on,
Which one do you like there? The Windrush Alley
oh,
or the Beast?
The Beast is just a beast.
Yeah.
So I think I played the Shorewood Shootout and missed last year. Missed the island on the Beast, but dropped my disc right in the bag of someone who was teeing off on the next hole.
Really? That's crazy.
Well, that's got to count for something.
That's harder than getting it in the basket. I played the Beast once, and I actually didn't hate it. I thought it was fun.
It's a fun course,
Mhm.
but the second the wind picks up out there,
yeah.
it's so difficult.
And it's going to. You're right on the lake. Half of them, you're like, my throws are hyzering over the cliff by the lake.
Yeah,
there.
especially as a lefty for you.
Yeah. Yep.
And, like there's the one that's downhill where the cliff is just past the basket. And
Yep.
that's just terrifying holes.
Yep, but it is fun. I did enjoy
It's
it the
great.
one time I was there.
Yeah, my wife and I camp up there usually a couple times a year, and I'll
Okay.
make my way over there and play Windrush a couple times, play the Beast once.
Yeah. Is it just you and your wife? No kids?
Yep, me, the wife, and we've got 2 dogs. So
Okay.
occasionally my brother-in-law and his family will come out and camp up there. I got my nephew into disc golf.
Nice,
so,
nice. I'm trying to get the kids in. Slow going, but because it's dad.
Oh yeah,
You know,
of course.
do it with dad. So if I can get out there with a couple of friends and they don't care that my kids tag along,
Oh yeah,
they definitely have more fun playing with other people.
Yeah.
I took my daughter to one of the Monday night leagues at Outwater.
okay.
She had a blast.
Oh yeah,
So, but
it's a good time. Great when you can get out and meet new people.
yeah, the community aspect of it is fantastic.
That's
That's what I like mostly about it.
So my wife accompanied me to the urban disc golf at Larkin this year, which I
Okay.
did for the first time. And on the way home, she goes, "I see why you like playing tournaments so much. It's because the community, everyone just picks everyone up,
Yeah.
and the community is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite parts about the disc golf scene here in Western New York is that everyone is so friendly. Everyone is literally always encouraging each other to do better
Oh yeah.
and acknowledging great shots and just super friendly, nice people, great atmosphere.
hmm And even just reaching out randomly too. If you don't have anybody to go with, like I did the one day that you met up with me,
Yep.
I just put out it on Facebook. Hey, does anybody want to go and play today? And you usually get like a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm down. Let's go. And it's just another new hang. It's a great way to meet new people.
You
And
played any of
I've met a lot of new people these last couple of years.
you played any of the Rochester courses yet?
No, I never get out to Rochester.
So Parma.
Okay.
Parma is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Parma is everything this golf course should be.
Josh always tells me, what is it, Shadow Pines
Shadow Pines is nice. Shadow Pines
And-
is on the old golf
and
course.
Chilai.
Chilai is long,
Yeah.
but Chilai is difficult. Chilai is long and hard, but
That's probably why Josh likes it so much.
yeah, makes sense. But Parma is a beautifully designed course. 2 sets of tees and 2 baskets on every hole.
Okay, I like that.
So you get to play, like, I usually play short tees to long baskets and have a blast with it. It's just a really well designed course. Then you can actually go and watch like coverage from some of the Flying Discs Open. We've had people like Matty
That's
O
true. Yeah.
come through and play that event. And
Forgot about all that. Yeah, that's one thing I want to do too soon is try to like venture out a little further.
I was lucky enough to get down to Asheville about 2 weeks before the hurricane,
Oh wow.
and I got to play North Cove, and that is just a disc golf destination.
Yeah.
Such a gorgeous course, 3 gorgeous courses on one property, and really shows you what a good disc golf property is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, it's like Maple Hill is one of my destinations
yep.
to go to.
Oh, my bucket list. I got De La Viega. I got Maple Hill.
Yeah.
Smuggler's Notch.
Yeah, Smuggler's Notch for sure. What's the Fox Run? Is that another one
Fox
too?
Run.
Yeah.
Hornet's Nest is one I want to make it to in Carolina. But
Yep. Yeah, I got a list. I would love to do a nice little disc golf vacation and just drive.
I got lucky enough earlier this year. There were a couple guys from New Jersey who drove out, I want to say to Michigan, and were making their way back towards Maple Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and were stopping and just playing like as many top 5 courses in each particular state that they were in that they could.
Okay.
And I got to meet up with them and play Royalton
Oh wow.
with them, and it was just a blast. And that's
Royalton, one of our top 5s here.
Royalton, I think, is number 3 or 4.
Okay.
And they were looking at Bond versus Royalton, and they decided on Royalton. So,
Well, it depends on how your day is.
yeah,
I mean, you got a nice long day playing Bond.
yeah.
I think a couple hours at least.
And it's like something like that, like one summer, just like, oh, take a week and just drive north and play a couple of the courses in Syracuse that I've heard so many good things about.
Mm-hmm.
Go up and play, hit up Vermont and play Smuggler's Notch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to. It's definitely on the list
Nice little disc golf road trip.
That'd be great.
So,
Just load up the family in the camper and let's go.
Yep.
I just lost my thought. I hate when that happens.
If you want to do that sometime, I mean, I got a nice 30-foot Jayco.
Oh, yeah?
So
I got a minivan. That's all I got. That'd be a rough vacation for my family.
yeah.
Three kids and a dog in a minivan. That's gonna be rough. There's a few other courses around here that I've still not played, so I think I'm gonna start with those ones. Like there's one in Akron that I've never played.
Really?
Yeah, there is. I looked it up the other day. There's another like Green Apple Orchard I've never played.
Oh, is that the Darien Lake?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I think
course is fun,
I
but
don't think it's well maintained.
the fairways are maintained perfectly.
Okay,
But the second you're off of a fairway, your disc is gone.
it's okay. The other one in Akron is called Mud Creek.
Okay, I've actually heard of Mud Creek.
Yeah.
Olean has a really nice one, Gargoyle.
That's on the list too. I talk about going to Gargoyle a lot, and I've never been.
That's they have a tournament there I play every year. That's a really good time. So, there's a private one out in Kennedy that is where they host the Chautauqua County Open every year. You should look into doing that event. That's a really good time.
There are other ones too in Franklinville or Ellicott Creek or not? Oh, sorry, Ellicottville. I mean,
There's a new one they just put in at Hollymont.
that one. Yes, that one's not done yet, and I am wondering how that one works.
So it's going to be, you're going to pay a lift fee
That's
to
what I
take a
thought.
lift up to the top of the mountain, and then you're playing kind of sideways back and forth down the mountain, from what I understand.
Okay, so it is a pay-to-play type
Yep.
of place. Okay, that's what my main concern was.
And I'm not going to lie, one of my main goals is I've slowly been looking at like nice, like 75 to 100 acres of land because
Oh, yeah.
I want to. So my wife approached me with the idea of buying a plot of land to kind of redo as a family campground.
Okay.
And put in a couple nice camper hookups and have a building so you can get electric and water run out. And I looked at her with a giant grin on my face, and she looked back at me and said, "Yes, you can build a disc golf course on it." So,
gotta have something fun to do.
Yep.
That would be awesome. I also had that idea down at my property, just ones that I hunt. It's 30 acres. I'm like, I can put a decent course
yeah,
on 30 acres. I
you
mean,
can have a really good 9-hole or kind of a shorter 18, kind of like
Yeah.
a Hawks Landing kind of thing.
yeah, but it's gonna be like real tight and technical because
Yep.
we're not taking out trees.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it would also help to open up maybe some shooting lanes
Yep.
for when I hunt, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to rip out like a huge fairway somewhere
right.
just for disc golf. But then I could maybe actually, you know what? That actually I could do that. That'd be fun too. Get like a couple huge holes, rip out a big fairway area. Then I could put out some food plots for the year. Stuff that self-sustaining, self-growing food there. I might bring in more deer. Oh, I just opened up another thing here. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's also my father's property though, so I would have to ask permission
Yeah.
for that one. Um, that would be cool. But then it would just be a private course though, and like nobody else would really be able to unless they come with me.
Well, it's
You know.
it's like the land out in Cattaraugus where they
Yeah.
hold the honeybee. It's you get a hold of the guy, you go, you play the course with him, and he'll walk you through it. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm planning. So if you want to play it, you get a hold of me. I'll go out there. I'll play the course with you.
That'd be fun.
Maybe have one tournament there a year that can help raise money for course improvements.
Yeah,
And
that would help out a lot. Yeah, definitely. Because yeah, this. I wonder how a lot of these places do it. Because I'm passing parks and like other places just driving around. Like that would actually be a really nice area for a course.
every time
You
I
know.
drive by open area, I'm like, "Ooh, we could put a course there. Ooh, we could put the course.
Yeah.
Ooh, we could put a course there. Oh wait, that's a cemetery."
I don't care.
I've already told my wife when I die, I want my gravestone to be a basket.
Put a basket on it.
So-
That'd be fun. I actually am not gonna lie. I thought about the same thing with the cemeteries.
Yep.
It's like it's a huge property.
That one that's on the drive up to Bond that you drive by. That's on the left hand side
Yeah.
down. I don't remember what road that is, but it's every time I see it, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of open space there. You could put a course there.
I would like to see more golf courses taken advantage of
The-
around here.
There's the old one every time on 62 and 20 down
Is that
on the
Newf-
way to Walmart.
Is it like Newfane or something? There was
Ha-
one. There
technically
was
Hamburg,
one.
technically Hamburg, but like if you're driving towards Irving, there's
Okay.
before Walmart on the right, there's an old golf course that nothing is being done with, and it's getting all overgrown. And I'm like, it should be a fantastic little public park
Mm-hmm.
disc golf course,
Exactly.
and nothing is being done with it. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I think it would be really cool to have them. Maybe even if you want to do temporary, like a few months out of the year.
Well,
Maybe
it's-
not your biggest golfing time of year, but disc golfers don't
Yeah.
care. We're out in the wind, rain, snow,
Well,
regardless.
I'm playing a C tier in March 16th at King's Forest up in Canada,
oh, okay.
which is on the #1 ball golf course in Canada, and they close the course from like December 1st until March 31st for disc golf.
okay.
So
It's not really the time of year I want to be playing disc golf.
no, but it's and I'm hoping the snow has melted enough by then up there, so I don't have to ribbon my discs. But
yeah.
I've played the course, and it's absolutely gorgeous. They do a
Mhm.
great job with the property. Some fun water carries.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. There's a few of them here that I would like to see that happening on. I don't know who would be in charge of doing that. I don't know if I can do it. That'd be kind of cool if I can just walk to a golf course and convince
Right.
them to put in a disc golf. Other than that, it's like a lot of properties. I always wondered about if I just bought a property and did a course on it. But it's like I'm stuck paying property taxes for everybody
Right.
else to have fun with. Like, how would I manage that? But so that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Not anytime soon, at least.
No. If I was a millionaire, sure, everybody go and have fun on my property. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to manage that. But no, it's definitely something I want to do. Is definitely reach out more to further courses. Was thinking Canada as well, just for casual rounds.
Yep.
But
Oh,
further tournaments like Gargoyle for sure. I want to do. I've said it last year twice that I was going to do one, and I never did. So that's going to be on the list.
Gargoyle's a fantastic tournament every year.
Yeah.
Justin King does a great job of running it.
I do like Justin. I bought a lot of disc off of Justin. So
We're actually going to have Andrew Myers from Halleck's Disc Golf is going to actually come and vend at this event in April.
Mhm.
And he's agreed to donate $1 of each disc sold straight to the dog park. So that's cool.
nice.
That's awesome.
That's great. This
Huge
is gonna be
shout out to him. Thank you.
Yeah, this is gonna be a huge event.
It's just going to be a good time with a bunch
Yeah.
of people playing disc golf. I've got a bunch of people who have never even played before who have been like, I want to learn how to play just so I can come play this tournament.
Nice.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be great because you don't see a lot of events that we have here with this much extra activity going on.
right.
So with the adoption agency coming during halftime, all the extra prizes at the end, the raffles, and everything else that you have involved in this is just fantastic.
And it's just going to be a $5 cash ace pot. So
Nice. I'm gonna win it.
Yeah. You're gonna hit the hole that I hit there.
I'm calling it now, guys. I'm gonna hit the ace. Don't even bother. Actually, no, you have to pay it. Otherwise, I'm gonna win back my own $5.
Yeah. It would be horrible if I hit it. Everyone thinks it's rigged.
Yeah, that'd be funny too. That'd be great. So, all right, Isaac, thanks for coming in. Thanks for talking to me about this.
Thanks for having me, man.
Again, guys, I'm going to have all the information for this event in the description of this episode, so you guys can find it there. Definitely sign up for this event because it's going to be huge.
Oh, we've got a beautiful stamp for the Players Pack discs, too.
It's Player Pack, too?
Oh, yeah, Players Pack, too. Dude. It's going to probably go through Trilogy.
Okay.
But Players Pack stamp is beautiful. It's a dog print with a basket and a disc flying through it.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. I can't wait to be out there doing this. I hope I see all of you out there with us. And, yeah, Isaac, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Peace out, guys.